we got courage that it seemed that people enjoyed so much about those Metallica instrumental shows that we started to create songs. We felt that we don't need the vocals for now, and then it actually started to get structure and even a conceptual thing around the instrumental cello music, and we are actually very happy about the result, and it's wicked and crazy APOCALYPTICA album with a lot of twists, so that's why we are in here. He would be passed out, like totally drunken already in the morning. But Finnish people, on the other hand, they might be funny and weird, but they are kind of used for working hard, and that I think is one of the explanations, for example, for many great music bands, rock bands coming from Finland, because the mentality is rather that you want to master some instrument, you go to the rehearsal room and play as long as ever to become like proper yourself. So Finnish attitude, I always find it entertaining somehow. We have a long dark winter, which always means that people are kind of depressed and they never see sun and stuff like this. Yes, we realized that it's been actually 5 years since our previous album, but that is only because after Shadowmaker was released, we toured for over 2.5 years with that, and basically immediately continued to tour with a different production, this Place Metallica thing. So it took so many years to get space enough to go, for to compose the album and go in the studio and all of it. It requires maybe 5-6 months in total for us. So this spring we have finally had time, and now album is coming 10th of January. We are highly awaiting for it and already started rehearsing songs to play live, and it's always one of the greatest things that you can bring those new songs to the live concerts. It's so exciting to see how the audience will react with the new material. And ever since the album is ready, we more or less will be touring constantly for the next couple of years again, I think. So actually we start this next year by touring together with the Swedish bands Sabaton and Amaranthe, and it's going to be great. We actually played already the big arena show in Helsinki last Saturday with Sabaton, and of course they are like having lots of fire and big production and very nice guys, and it should be a wonderful package. Then March we play some shows in Finland and then go into States and festivals, and next autumn is full of European tours. So it's going to be hectic touring live. I think APOCALYPTICA's music, even when it's instrumental, it's very cinematic in some sense, that when you don't have lyrics or vocals, you might see pictures. So definitely our music would be suitable for films or video games. Where would I see something? I definitely feel that, for example, in this new album there are actually songs that would fit to so many different types of films even. There are some moments that you could easily see in superhero clips, but I feel also some historical epic big war movies or whatever, or TV series. So I think it's a great thing about music that many times if you use them cleverly, you can put nearly anything anywhere if the director or they have vision. And sometimes I'm very the most excited I'm about those kind of soundtracks that are a little bit surprising. That, for example, if there is movie about ancient times or medieval something, but suddenly you have some techno vibes that actually doesn't even fit in there. But if it's well done, it's really doing interesting flavors. So, but definitely, I'm quite sure that actually some of the new songs will end up in a movie or game because of it is usable music for such. Composing is kind of tricky thing that you never can estimate at how long certain parts take time, because sometimes you might get a full song in a day, like all the ideas, but it may have required 1 month hitting your head against the wall without anything happening. So for example, for this album, I think I started to do my songs around last November, 1 year ago, and it took maybe 1 month to get into the flow and get your computers and systems and synthesizers, everything sound okay, and like starting slowly, but then suddenly you get a good idea, wow, this could work as a song, and then you start to work for that. So it's very impossible to say that either it happens quickly or takes a long time. But what was very interesting during this album composing period was that at the same time I worked as with a huge orchestral work called Apocalypse Oratorio for opera singers and orchestra and heavy band. So it ended up being 1 hour of music only itself, but actually it was very exciting to compose such a work during the same time as making music for Apocalyptica, because I think they definitely influenced to each other, and therefore I also feel that at some points on our Cell Zero album there are moments that went kind of little even more epic than before, or bigger in sounds and symphonical in that sense. Actually that has happened, and it definitely has happened, because sometimes when you go into a really creative and like composing work, it's usually a couple of months period of time that I decide that I only do music, and then you are kind of all the time little awake for that, and so I keep all the computers on the studio all the time, so basically it's possible just to run there, just grab the guitar and start to record immediately. And it happened during some nights that you see kind of whatever dream and get a melody in there and realize that I had to take down this, and then waking up, run to the studio and start playing. And my wife probably thinks that I'm a lunatic when I'm in that kind of mood, because what do you do awake on these hours? Like, shh, don't disturb. But but I think it's fascinating, because when you are in that flow, it's sometimes even difficult to know yourself or realize what you are doing, because you might be even in a manic state like that. It just, I don't know, I feel that the mind is guiding and I just try to run after it. It's a weird moment. Sometimes you have even these feelings that I don't remember doing some song. It's very scary. Like, wow, did I do that? But you are in so concentrated feeling. Musically, I love mostly the 19th century, the big romantic era. My favorite classical composers are people like Giuseppe Verdi and Tchaikovsky. Romantic music is always. But if I got to choose where I would like to travel in time, I would go probably to the Viking times in around like 900 after Christ. It would be so cool to just see how it was back then. But there are so much interesting eras in the human history as well as musically, and it's just very interesting to see how the music is after 50 years and from now on. You never know how it goes.